Hello! These are my reviews of my 3 TED Talks that I watched on the website. The first one I watched is by Dan Pallotta, and he spoke about the ways we think about charity and how they're dead wrong. He says that the people that donate to charities think about them in a different way as opposed to what could be used to be the most effective. I found that he talks about his personal life, which really connects the audience, and he talks about things that really trigger your heart to make you feel connected to the cause of what he's talking about. He does this by using pictures and other visual aids that work for his favor. He says the stigma of charitable giving is just to give to make yourself feel good and give so you can take a tax break at the end and then end up coming out even. His goal in his message was to persuade people to change the way that they think about charity. I found that the speech was very impactful and that he did a good job. He spoke well and everyone really liked the speech. I think it's because he engaged his audience and showed a little bit of his own personal life. The second speech that I listened to was by David Gallo. It was actually more of an entertaining speech. He showed us different life forms on the underground, not on the underground, but underwater. Showed us different various life forms that we haven't yet discovered. It was really entertaining, and I think the purpose of the speech was to entertain. He was humorous and had a lot of jokes, but it was pretty brief. I didn't realize how short it was. So, he used a lot of visual aids. He showed this one video of a octopus that can disguise itself to look completely like a coral, which I think is pretty neat. So he did some stuff that made you think broader, in a sense. My third speech that I watched was by David Christensen. He spoke about the history of the world, our world, in 18 minutes. That was the title of the story. He was a very dramatic speaker and very energized. I thought that he did a really good job connecting to the audience. He spoke with such pizzazz that anyone who would be listening to him would have a hard time not feeling engaged to what he's talking about. I didn't really agree with what he was talking about. He talked about the Big Bang Theory and how life came to be on Earth. So even regardless with the fact that I didn't agree with what he was talking about, it was still really entertaining to watch. And his purpose, I believe, was also to inform. And I don't know if it would be to persuade, just because he wasn't trying to prove any point. Everything he talked about was saying that it was the way it was. There was no question. So he did a good job engaging and was also humorous and making jokes. So those are my 3 TED Talks. I really enjoyed it and will probably be watching more of those. Thank you. End.